Hello, good evening. I just saw someone sent me donuts. Oh, he has gone offline. That's Dab Sec. Thank you for sending in that donuts. I just had my lunch, but that will go a long way. I will take that as a dessert. We're streaming on TikTok and also on YouTube at the same time. And what I'm kind of working on is an e-commerce application. So I'm working on an e-commerce application. So you guys can join me through the journey of discovery. I'm using Golang and also React for my front end. Backend React, front end, backend Golang, front end React. That is what I'm using at the moment. Okay, so let me add some voice to what it is I'm doing. I think I can do some explanation while I code at this point. So let's get going, guys. Good evening, welcome to my live stream. This is Process Guy. If it's your first time here, say hi. So if it's your first time here, say hi. Let me see you. We are streaming on YouTube and also on TikTok. We also stream on Twitch as well. I'm trying to get to all those places. So what I'm working on is a shopping site, e-commerce application. So I'm trying to build a place how I'm trying to secure or onboard a new customer. That's the part I'm trying to do. I'm trying to onboard a new customer. So when the customer has verified their email address, the next thing to do is for them to create a new passcode, so to say. While they're trying to do that, I still need to verify that is the user, he still has the token, and once that has been done, generate a new password for me. Once that password has been generated, I want it to be captured inside the password field in the database. Of course, it's going to be hashed, so we are not saving a clear password inside the database. So once that is done, I make sure I clear the verification token because I don't think I need the token anymore. So I clear it and I can go ahead and do the next thing. Save the updates in the database, and if there's an issue, query on. Okay, so I think that should, let me see if I'm having any error on the left hand side. So no errors. This is the controller where I'm verifying customer, and this is the endpoint that will be calling it. It's called sales/customer/verify. So this should verify the registration of the customer, and it's a post request that is coming in. Let me check the route and see that the route is calling it. Yes, so I say verify email. So let me just say verify. It doesn't necessarily need to be verify email. And I need to change my endpoints writing because I register all the endpoints in the backend. So all my endpoints are registered as well is within the framework. I have a framework that I built myself. So I monitor all things going on in the backend as well. So let's look at that. That is under endpoints. So I need to change this from verify email to verify. So which part do we need to do next? The next part is to sign in. How do I sign in the user into the system? So I need to do this route called sign in. Or before I sign in, I need to create verify. And okay, I think I've created this verify. Okay, so this is the controller. It first check that the verification customer request that is coming in, which will hold the email and the token, is confirmed here. Check out the services, passing the tenant, and what else is here to be done. Okay, this is where the verification email goes to happen, and it returns the email account, the account of the person if it verifies, but I'm not doing anything with it here. If there's an error, you put it here. If there's no error, it just says customer verification successful. But I think at this point of verification, okay, I will need them to log in, so I won't need to generate any token from here. I will need them to log in so that I can get JWT token, so that they'll be able to do other things as a user. Okay, so let me go to the route and see what I have there. I need to implement sign in. So there's sign up. So I need to implement sign in for this. implement this. Also do Swagger. Okay, so that should be around here. So I need to create a signing model, kind of a data structure that we use to collect the information. So I need to create something like this. So when someone wants to sign in, what are they signing in with? Yep. And then password. Signing customer request. Okay. Customer signing request. I think it's okay like this. Yeah. So let's go back to the controller. Then I want to do all the story here. Now let me clear this up. Customer signing request. Okay, we keep this one. This is for some use. Signing. I think it's supposed to be sales. The tag there is supposed to be sales. Sales. Okay, it's all sales here. Accept, produce. So the request data that is being monitored or it's collecting or receiving is this. This contains the email and the password. I will remove this for now. And I need to streamline this. My data output is not very fantastic. I need to streamline it to have data and messages only, and maybe status. Yeah, I need to streamline that part. I've not really streamlined it. I think let me do it right now. So instead of me doing something like this, I just need to, I'll leave this one so that I don't get an error. Oh well, I can change it so that I get to change all the things I have. I can say data response. So the data response I want should be so I want to do something that will say return message, data, then I have status. So you can have something like that. So my message will be a string, obviously, but I always want something small because when I mean small, I want the text not to be too much. Then my data has to be an interface because it's going to be receiving quite a lot of stuff. I can make it smart so that it doesn't always bring out stuff. So you can omit it if empty. So if we're having an error, we will not have data if there's an error. So I can do something like is error and then do error or error like this. So we have various ways. You can just create a standard, that you want to use, and this will then be what to use in your entire application. All your data that the data is returning will come here. If you have a message to pass to the user, you put it here. If you want to check if there's an error, you will check this if it is true, if its error is true. But this will look like error on the client side, like ERR on the client side, which is more like it's like a message. So you could do something like this to make it look like a boolean stuff so that you can check. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing I wanted to do. By doing this, it has messed up my setup that I have in so many places. For example, all these are going to go away. So instead of me returning something like this, I'm supposed to be returning model this, where I can then be saying, wait, I think I forgot what was there before. Okay, that was what was there before. So since it's an error, of course this error is going to be true. Then my message is going to be this. Then I don't need to pass any data. You guys get it, right? I don't need to pass any data because I'm not sending any data to the user because of the error. Okay, so I need to run this throughout my system. I think my folks are around. My folks are here. Let me see. I have quite a lot of comments that I've not treated. Hey, are you a web dev or a mobile dev? I'm all dev. I'm all rounder. Are you using VS Code, right? Yes, VS Code. Okay, guys. Let me get back to you. I want to attend to some things. I will come back in the next 10 minutes. 10 minutes.